They will feature in the first finals of the 2015 competition. Here they come, leading out RKS, their outside center, and skipper Eparamambara Glala. While for QVS, the number 8, Henry Spring from Mualevu in Laung. They will kick off the under 14. Rather, they will kick off the 2015 finals here at the ANZ Stadium in the under 14 grade. The neighbors, the traditional rivals of the Coke Zero Deans. When we look at the list or the number of wins a school, the number of titles the schools have lifted in the past 78 years of the Fiji Secondary Schools competition, it's only these two schools, Ratu Kandavulevu and QVS, who have lifted the trophy on many occasions, RKS leading with 20 times. They've won the trophy 20 times, followed by QVS, and then we have Lilin, Maurice Brothers up there as well. Even LDS, Nasinu, Teachers College back then, they also won the trophy as well, Suva Grammar School. But 2015, this is the first final. RKS to the left and QVS playing from the right. RKS will get things underway for the 2015 finals. Joseva Yavala on your screen there beside the referee wearing the number 10 jersey. He will get things underway for the 2015 finals. Well, these youngsters, most of them, they were just in primary school last year. This is their first taste of the Dean's final, and most of them will go all the way until the under 19 grade. But this will be one of the most memorable moments in their rugby career, playing in front of the ANZ Stadium in the finals of the 2015 under 14 grade. Here's QVS, still from inside their own territory. Matthew Sengati takes it in. Jeremiah Matai of QVS decides to go downtown. RKS with the early possession, and here they come. Not a good tackle coming in and still going forward. It's Ratu Kandavulevu School, Mesake Mudunangio. It's there for Chovili Sitaraka, the halfback. Knocked forward by Basilio Nangesa from Navala Imba, wearing the number 1 jersey for RKS. But he knocked it forward. Taken in by the fly half, Josefa Yavala. Early nerves maybe for the youngster from Navala Imba, Basilio Nangesa. It's a non-contested scrum in the under 14 grade, and they play for 25 minutes. Here's RKS again, still inside the QVS half. Nearly picked up by the open side winger Ratu Ilisoni Rokondavokoto, but the referee will call for a scrum. It was knocked forward first by RKS, so RKS with the early attacking opportunity. If you have just joined us, this is the first final, the under 14 grade, RKS up against QVS. Both wearing their traditional colors. QVS Stefanaya Kaivehi. A box kick from the youngster. There's Yavala of RKS. Again, knocked through by RKS. That's the third knock-on from RKS in the first 2 minutes of this match. 3 knock-ons to RKS. Stefanaya Kaivei,
That is as far as I can go.
the halfback for QVS from Vaturua Nekelo. Went to Dudley Intermediate last year. The little halfback. It's there for Stefanaya. Out it comes. Jeremiah Matai decides to pin RKS in their own half. A little touch of magic there from the open side winger Ratwilisoni. And the Avala decides, no, will not play here in our own territory, but QVS have numbers out to the right. It's therefore the outside center Vanayasa Koroivata played well last week, along with the inside center Semisi Koroimbuleka. Watch out for the two midfield combination of Koroimbuleka and Koroivaka of QVS. Again, QVS outside the 22. That was Lazarus Fong. Replying the favor is Sovilisi Taraka, the RKS halfback. Man in front says the referee, it's gonna be a penalty. Penalty to QVS. First penalty of the match. Just a meter out from the halfway line, still inside the QVS territory. First line out of the match, the first semi-final in the under-14 grade. Next up will be the under-15 grade. Marius Brothers will play QVS. QVS will feature in 4 straight finals, under-14, 15, 16, and 17. Taken at the back by Semi Sabumbula. Out it comes. There's the outside center, Semi Sikoroimbuleka. Still there for QVS. Playing at halfback now is the number 8, Henry Spring. Just slowing it down, QVS going forward, Semi Sabumbula. Still there for QVS. Stefanaya Kaivei, the halfback. RKS slow to get up in their line of defense. Just basic rugby by QVS at the moment. Knock forward. And now RKS have a chance to redeem themselves from inside their own 22. It's there for Yavala. And the open side flanker, David Waisake Mudunagio decides to go back into the traffic. Now here's the speedster, Colinio Randundu. Scored a try last week in the semi-finals. Still QVS in possession. David Pokona rather. From Huma in Ovalau. Again at the back is Rupipeli Takai of RKS, the fullback. Now he gives it to the first 5, Josefa Yavala, and Yavala is breaking through now. He needs support. Did well there, Josefa Yavala. The first 5 for RKS. Will he be penalized for not releasing the ball? Yes, he will be penalized, Josefa Yavala. Well, unfortunately for them, RKS, they were slow in supporting the ball carrier, Josefa Yavala. Did well there, the youngster from Naweni in the Kaunrove. Have maternal links to Matuku in Lau. Here's the referee speaking to the captain, Eparamambara Vilala. Looks like they will go back and maybe a penalty to QVS, something the assistant referee on the far side spotted. Yes, it's a penalty. A penalty to QVS. Just outside the 10-meter line. It will not go into touch as Yavala decides will go back downfield. And the Randundu rather is after it. taken by Vanaisi Koroivaka. He's been hit in a tackle by Setareki Dongambula of RKS. Out comes again. Here's the big number 8 for QVS, Henry Spring. Sefanaya Kaivei. Replying the favor is the fullback Serupepeli Ndakai. It's not a bad kick, rather. Was that carried backwards? No, it's going to be a 22-meter dropout, yes. A 22-meter dropout to RKS, to QVS rather. And still it's 0-0 here at the ANZ Stadium for the first finals of the 2015 Coke Zero Deans. Meter dropout, Lazarus fall. But it's nicely taken by Mesake Mudunangio of RKS, just outside the 22-meter line. Here they come. Josefa Yavala. That's a good place kick by Yavala. Oh, just knocked through by QVS. And it will be a penalty. A penalty to RKS, quickly taken. I thought he already took the tap, but the referee says no, we'll take it again. So RKS, what's the call here from the outside center? The skipper as well, Eparamambara Vilala. They're calling for a scrum. That's a good call because they know that it won't be contested, the scrum that is. There's the chip kick by Josefa Yavala. Missing the ball completely was Vanayasa Koroivaka. Still 0-0, but here's another taking opportunity to RKS. Chovilisi Taraka, the halfback. Out it comes for Yavala. Going back in field is the inside center, or hit hard, Josefa Talena Mainda Kaunrobe. Still there for RKS, but the referee playing advantage. Well, the halfback not sure what was going on. It's still there for RKS, just outside the 15-meter line. Out it comes again for RKS, and breaking through is the blind side flanker. That's Ratu Samuel and Raunindalo. Tevita Momo rather. Out it comes again for the outside center. They can score from here, RKS. Oh, being driven out of touch was Ratu Ilisoni Rokondapokoto by Colinio Randrunru. Colinio Randrunru equal to the challenge there. But that was great stuff by RKS, but great defense as well from QVS. It's all happening here at the ANZ Stadium in the first final, under 14 grade. RKS 0 and QVS 0. Here's Moses Wanga Vakatonga, but it's been stolen by RKS. Still there for Ratu Kandavulevu School, picked up at the back by RKS. And going forward is Ratu Samuel and Raunindalo. The ball is still there for RKS. But there was double knock on, according to the referee. Again, another chance for RKS. Chovilisi Taraka. At number 8 there is Ratu Samuel and Raunindalo. Wearing the number 6 jersey, Tevita Momo. And at open side flank is Mesake Mudunangio. It's there for Setariki, rather for Ratu Samuel and Raunindalo. Yavala now. The inside center and outside center drops it forward. And it's the referee playing advantage, but they will come back for the scrum. Well, these two sides just sizing themselves up in the first 10 minutes of this match. It was knocked forward by RKS and again by QVS. So the first knock on by RKS, meaning a scrum feed to QVS, just 7 meters out from the 22-meter line, just inside their territory. Sefanaya Kaivei. Standing deep is Jeremiah Matai. Matai, it's downfield but just goes as far as the 22-meter line. Dropped by QVS, picked up again by Colinho, rather by Ratu Ilisoni of RKS. It's there for RKS. Now they have another chance. Out it comes, the open side flanker. There's Mesake Mudunangio. They've got numbers to the left. They need quick balls. Yavala, cross kick by Yavala. Charged down by QVS. And now running towards the far side is Lazarus Fong. Coming back in field, but dropping it in the tackle. Untidy stuff by both teams at the moment. It's still 0-0. Both sides have fair chances of possession earlier on. That's the break from Vanayasa Koroivata. That was the player I was telling you about who played well last week. RKS again, still inside their own half. Yavala, that's the tactic they are going to play this morning. RKS just spinning their opposition in their own territory. Serupepe Lindakai, the fullback, tries to run away from Rendrunru of QVS. Yavala playing it up back but knocks it forward. Picked up again by the open side flanker, David Fokona of QVS, Fokona rather. Out it comes, and Jeremiah Matai. Just a short one for Semi Sabumbula. Matthew Sengati in there as well. Here's QVS again. Henry Spring, the big number 8. Driven to the ground by RKS. Jeremiah Matai again. Matthew Sengati, David Ebenezer in support as well. Now it comes again. They've got numbers. Not a good pass by Ratu Kalio Vandawai. Semisi Koroimbuleka in there as well. But cleaned up by Koroimbuleka. Zephaniah Raivei. And Lazarus Fong kicks it downfield, but the referee says it was knocked backwards. Still there for RKS. Trying to run away from the defense is Josefa Talenda Kaunrove, but knocks it forward. The referee just liaising with his assistant. He's calling someone up. I think it was a high shot on Serupepe Lindakai, the fullback. Yes, it's a penalty. Penalty to RKS, yes. It's a high tackle. That was a high shot on Serupepe Lovatala. Good touch finder as well by Josefa Yavala. Rusiate Singanilewa from Senganga in Vonolevu, playing at hooker for RKS this morning. There's Rusiate. 4-man line out called by RKS. Missed completely by Waisea Nduikete rather. Was it knocked forward by Waisea Nduikete? No, the throw was not straight, so we'll have the scrum in favor of QVS. Here's Rusiate Singleo. Yes, it wasn't straight, so scrum feed to QVS. Zephaniah Kaivei. Standing deep is Jeremiah Matai. Out it comes again for the fullback Serupepe Lindakai. Running sideways and knocking it forward. More than 12 knock-ons already in the first half. But a lot of knock-ons from RKS. Maybe the slippery conditions, as QVS fans, some were here early this morning waiting for the gates to open. Zephaniah Kaive, the halfback for QVS. Will feed the scrum again. Picked up at the back by Henry Spring, and Henry Spring running away, goes over the halfway line inside the RKS territory. It took 3 RKS defenders to put him down, and again Kaive stepping back in field was Tebita Ebenezer, but he's been hit hard by the RKS defender. Still there for Isimeli Wangambala. Kaive again, Matai, and they decide to tie the RKS defenders in. Still going forward is Sesemi Sabumbula. Matai again, and running away from the defense. Got the fullback linking up, that's Lazarus Fong. But the RKS defense equal to the challenge as well. And knocking it forward is Zephaniah. He knows they got the penalty. Was that a shoulder charge? So the referee just trying to sort things out with the assistant referee. Yes, it was a shoulder charge. Zephaniah Kaive, still 0-0. QVS 0, RKS 0, and Kaive will kick for touch. Here's the fullback, Lazarus Fong. Yes, it was just a shoulder charge by his opposite number, Serupepeli Ntakai. Moses Wanga Vakatonga on the far side. Moses Wanga Vakatonga of QVS. Throws it in, nicely taken by Ebenezer of QVS. They're trying to drive forward, and they are doing well at this point in time. QVS pick and drive. That's Matthew Sengati, and Tevita Sabumbula is there as well. And going forward again is Henry Spring. That just meters out QVS. Moses Wanga Vakatonga. Just 3 meters out. QVS, patient build up by them. Still there for QVS. Yes, they've gone over. That's the first try. Looks like the skipper, Henry Spring. Yes, it's the skipper, the big number 8, Henry Spring. Dives over. Patient build up by Queen Victoria School. They've managed to score a try, so they lead. QVS, they lead by 5 points to 0. So the first points of the 2015 final goes to Henry Spring of QVS. Started by Moses Wanga Vakatonga. There's Spring at the back there. There's Henry Spring, picks it up and diving over. So the first try, Henry Spring from Molewu in Lau. Last year he went to Samambula Primary School. The conversion missed. Conversion missed by the first 5. Jeremiah Mati. Still 5 points to 0. QVS leading. Remember, 25 minutes each half. The RKS players slow to get to the halfway line, where we'll get things underway again, and it will be Avala Tosefa for the restart. Knocked backwards is the referee, but RKS have managed to pick it up. There was Tevita Momo. 5 points to nil. Chovili Sitaraka. Again Yavala needs support. The outside inside center Toseva Talemaida Kaunrobe takes it in. Yavala again. He is the open side winger. Ratu Ilisoni Rokonda Bokoto chips it forward, but coming forward is Lazarus Fong of QVS. Did well, the fullback. Ball is still there for QVS. Jeremiah Mati at first 5. Good stuff by Mati, because that's not where they should be playing. They should be playing on the other end of the field, and Sirpepeli Lovotala is being isolated, but the referee playing advantage. Now he says play on, advantage over. Henry Spring, the try scorer, fends off one, but taken by Eparamambara Vilala. Still inside the QVS territory. Stefanaya Kaive. And again, Josefa Eavala. Oh, well fielding is the winger. There was Randrunru, Colinio Randrunru. Yavala cleaning up for RKS inside his own territory. The counter-racking from QVS. Now they're doing well, QVS. That was legally done by QVS, and it will be a scrum feed as it was knocked forward by RKS inside their own territory. Still 5 points to nil. QVS leading RKS. QVS got 4 teams in the finals. RKS have 3. Maris 2, Lomaivuna 1, and Natambua along with Lilin also 1 team each in the final. Yes, that's the outside center. That's the skipper, Eparamambara Vilala, that is calling. Looks like the fullback. Yes, that's a yellow card. First yellow card of the 2015 finals. Looks like the fullback. No, it's the inside center. That's Joseva Talemaida Kaunrobe. Penalty given to QVS. Just 3 meters out from the 22-meter line inside their own territory. Henry Spring doing the honors for QVS. Moses Wanga Vakatonga of QVS. Taken at the back by Semi Savumbula. Bokona is there in support as well for QVS, but it was knocked forward. Right on the halfway line. RKS playing with 14 players as the inside center. So Seva Talemaida Kaunrobe will spend 5 minutes in the bin. We have an injury break to RKS. Devita Momo. 5 points to nil. Still QVS leading RKS in the under-14 final. Here comes Tovilisi Taraka Tuyavala. Here's the skipper. Eparama Baravilala. Going it forward is Ratu Ilisoni Rokontapokoto. But it was knocked forward. But the referee says no, it's halftime. We'll take a break here at the ANZ. Jeremiah Mati will get the second half underway as they lead by 5 points to nil. QVS. Great restart as well from Jeremiah Mati. There's John Eseni Karawa of RKS. Here it comes again for the Yavala. They playing with 14 players as the inside center Tsoseva Talemaida Kaunrove is still in the bin. Zerupipeli in the Kai. Yes, they need to score. They need to be the first team to score points in the second half. Here it comes for Yavala. Still there for QVS. A little halfback, Stefanaya Mati. And after it is Randrunru, the speedster. There is Randrunru. And the QVS, RKS, isolated at the back there. And it will be a 5-meter scrum thanks to the pressure from Colinio Randrunru. Colinio Randrunru, the speedster for QVS. Great pressure rugby, and it was also a good kick by Stefanaya Kaivei, the halfback. So another attacking opportunity for QVS. And they can fancy a move to the blind side as well. But Randrunru is going back infield. So maybe a set piece move by QVS. There's Stefanaya Kaivei. And Henry Spring again coming forward. Spring, can he go all the way? Spring dives over the big number 8. Timeout, says the referee, but that's great stuff by Henry Spring. It's a try. Second try to Henry Spring. Well, the RKS players thought that QVS will have a set-piece move to the left, but instead Henry Spring went towards the blind side. Let's count how many players were after him. 1, 2, 3. There's the fourth player. Henry Spring diving over from Molebu Inlau. Second try for the finals for Henry Spring. We'll see a lot more of Spring in the Dean's competition in the future. So QVS leading by 10 points to nil. Here's the conversion. Attempt misses. Jeremiah Mati. So it's still 10 points to nil. 10 points to nil in favor of QVS. They met RKS twice in the Eastern Zone and they beat them on both occasions, QVS. So this is the third time they are meeting in the 2015 competition. RKS after their first win and QVS going for their third win of the season over their neighbors RKS. And here's RKS, that's Devita Momo. Here it comes again, the replacement player is there as well, Nepote Katuni Tambua. There's a replacement player, Porosa Tangiri from Sabu Bungali in Telebu, but it's been turned over by QVS. It was knocked forward by QVS. It's going to be Tovilisi Taraka. The halfback, RKS trailing by 10 points. Out of the hundreds of secondary schools in the country, only 6 remain standing, and they will feature in the finals today. This is the first of the 6 finals. Running towards the far side is Rasir Pupel in the Kai. Still there for RKS. The ball is out. Again, cleaning up is Chone Senikarawa. The under 14 lock forward for RKS. Out it comes again. Oh, nearly took his head there. Oh, no, that's the headgear. Out it comes again for RKS. Again, running out wide is Ratu Ilisoni Rokonda Vokoto. Well, we go back for the high shot on here's the assistant referee just liaising with the referee there, and I think it's the high shot. Yes, it's a yellow card offense, and now QVS will have to play with 14 players. QVS will play with 14 players, so the next 5 minutes will be vital for RKS to register some points, because they will have the advantage, as also, fortunately for them, the inside center, Joseva Talemeda Kaundrove, will go back in field. And for QVS, coming off, sent to the bin is Semi Sabumbula. Well, let's look at the high tackle. That's the replacement player. I thought he took his head off there. And that's a yellow card offense. Aporosa Tangiri, wearing the number 21 jersey for RKS. He was the victim of that high tackle. And now RKS will play with 15 players, while QVS will have to play with 14 for the next 5 minutes. Here's Josefa Yavala from Naweni in the Kaundrove. Have maternal links to Maduata, wearing the number 10 jersey for RKS. Will he register the first points for his side for the 2015 final? It looks good, and the first points for RKS as they trail by 7 points now. QVS still leading by 10 points to 3. As I was saying, the next 5 minutes will be vital for RKS, as they've got an extra man out wide. Jeremiah Mati. Rather, that's Semi Sefanaya, rather. The QVS halfback. But it's been knocked forward by RKS. Again, it's QVS. They've got a man shot. Isolated is Jeremiah Mati. But they regroup and they're trying to work their way through again. No way through there for David Tukokona. Holding on, says the referee. But the referee was playing advantage. The referee was playing advantage all along. But that was a long advantage. Again, still a scrum feed to QVS. Zephaniah Kaibei. Stay at the back for Spring. Out it comes Jeremiah Mati. And there's Semisi Koroimbuleka. He's had a quiet game compared to last week. And RKS have managed to turn it over. Tobilisi Taraka. Here's the big number 8. But knocked forward by QVS. A converted try will draw level here at the ANZ Stadium in the under 14 grade. But at this point in time, it's QVS leading by 10 points to 3. 2 tries by Henry Spring, the number 8, while Yavala, the first 5 for RKS, converted a penalty. Out comes and there's Paraman Baravilala. Baravilala takes it forward but knocks it forward as well. Now Spring on the counter attack for QVS. Wagavakatonga at halfback. They still release it Taraka. Mati. A look away pass by Mati. In comes Tevita Momo. And again a knock forward by RKS. Aporosa Tangiri is there as well. Breaking through is the first 5. Still there for RKS. Knocked backwards, says the referee. Again, it's still there for RKS. There's Randrundu. Well fielding for QVS. There's Yavala, Josefa Yavala, the first 5. Again QVS, rather RKS. Devita Momo. Now it comes for Ratu Samuel and Ronindalo is there as well. Taraka. The prop forward, Basilio Nangesa. Still there for Taraka. Yavala again. But great defense by QVS. And going forward again is Yavala. Here's the lock forward, needs to pass it, but decides to go himself. Chone Senikarawa. Still there for RKS, patient build up now. Now here's Yavala breaking through. Is Yavala, he needs support. Oh, well fielding is Colinio Randrundu. It's been turned over by RKS again. Knock on, says the referee. Well, that was a good chance for RKS to score. I thought Waisi and Duikete, the lock forward, should have passed the ball, but instead he committed he was committed to the tackle. There's Yavala, but Colinio Randundu saved the day there for QVS. Again, not out of the danger zone, and the pressure is still there for QVS, just 5 meters out. Going towards the blind side is Ratu Samuela. Raunindalo, Taraka looking for it there. Slow ball coming out, stepping back in field is Basilio Nangesa. Taraka, Yavala, out it comes, they've got numbers, RKS. Can he outrun his opposite number on the far side, flicks it back. Still there for RKS. Yavala at halfback, but just knocked through, says the referee. It's not going right for RKS. They need to do something because QVS have got a man shot. As Semi Sabumbula is still in the bin. The parents from QVS, they know they are on the big screen here at the ANZ Stadium. $10 to 0. That was the open side winger, Ratuili Soni Rokonda Vokoto, and cleaning up was the outside center, Eparaman Baravilala. But Baravilala just a slight knock on there by Baravilala. Well, this crowd with the umbrellas up already. Still a cloudy Laudala morning. $10 to 3, still QVS leading RKS in the under-14 final, the first of 6 finals. Next up is Marist against QVS, and then we'll have Lilin against QVS. In the under-17, we'll have the lone representative from the West, Natambua, up against QVS. In the under-19, Lomaivuna will take on RKS, and the feature match this afternoon is the much anticipated clash between RKS and Marist in the under 18 grade. Out it comes Jeremiah Mati. Ratu Kaliov on the Y as well, but still RKS. Here's the fullback, Resirkupeli Lobotala. I don't think he can run away from Randundu. Going back in field, Lobotala. He needs support, the little fullback. Held up by QVS. Still there for Tobilisi Taraka. They need to tie in the QVS forwards because they've got an extra man, RKS. Slow ball for Joseph Ayavala. There's Basilio Nangesa, the prop forward. Still RKS in possession. Was that forward? No, says the referee. Still there for RKS. Isolated and picked up. Here's the speedster. Randundu, but knocked it forward. Counter attack by RKS. They've got numbers towards the far side. But a scrum feed to QVS. There's the QVS bench. They know they're on the big screen as well. About 10 minutes left in this match. It's RKS 3, QVS 10. Zephaniah Kaiwe. Charged down by RKS. The blind side, rather the open side flanker. Waisake Mudunangio. The RKS players on the bench waiting for their chance to take the field and be part of the action of the 2015 Coke Zero Deans Under 14 final. Tobilisi Taraka. It's there for Joseph Ayavala, but was that forward? No, says the referee. That was flat pass by Joseph Ayavala. Yavala again. Setareki Dhongambula on the far side. But going back into the traffic is the halfback. Out comes, and the big tackles coming in from Taraka. Here's RKS still in possession. Knocking it forward is the open side flanker. Quickly taken again by Basilio Nangesa. But the quick tap was illegal as well. It came off the knee. Will they take a shot at goal or will they kick for touchdown? I think they will go for the 3 points. Oh, a set piece move, I fancy. Yes, they will take a tap. There's the blindside flanker, Tevita Momo. Runs away from the QVS defense. Yavala. The outside center, tipping it forward is the skipper. But Randundu, that's the second occasion where he had to save QVS. Colinio Randundu. Scrum, rather, it will be a line out through to RKS. Just 7 meters out from their try line. There's a slight drizzle as well here at the ANZ Stadium. But it will not deter the fans who are here in numbers earlier on. Well, this is the under 14 grade. You won't expect a lot of fancy stuff and a lot of flow in the game. But what matters at the end of this game, who is going to win the under 14 title. But at this point in time, it's QVS who's leading by 10 points to 3. Stefanaya Kaibe, Mati standing deep, the first 5. But it will go as far as the fullback, rather Yavala, the first 5. Here comes Mbasilio Nangesa from Navala Inba. Knocks it backwards. No one wants to claim it. Finally claimed by Mesake Mudunangio. If RKS scores a converted try, they will draw level. Again, there's Waisi and Duikete, Tevita Momo in support as well. Yavala. Still there for RKS. Knocked forward by the halfback. It will be a penalty to RKS. Just about 5 minutes left in this match. And at this point in time, QVS have got one hand on the title. 10 points to 3 they lead. There is Yavala. So that's where the penalty came from. The inside center of QVS, Semisi Koroimbuleka, went off his feet, didn't support his body weight. So that's why they've been penalized, QVS. And Josefa Yavala stepping up to take a shot at goal. Remember, in the Eastern Zone, QVS beat RKS twice in the under 14. This is the 3rd time they are meeting. Josefa Yavala raises the flag, 10 points to 6. Still QVS leading. Josefa Yavala from Naweni in the Kaunrogo. We start by QVS. In by Waisi and Duikete inside his own half. Taraka, Yavala. And here's Colinio Randundru, but he beats him. Out of play. Time running out for RKS as well. They trailing by 4 points. Line out throw to QVS. Wanga Pakatonga, Mosese. And RKS have stolen the line-out throw from QVS. About 4 minutes left. Still there for RKS. Here's the halfback. Decides to pin the fullback and the winger inside their own half, and trying to juggle it is the fullback as well. Will he be penalized? Yes, he will be penalized. The RKS players arrive in numbers, and a penalty to RKS. Penalty to RKS. They're trailing by 4 points. An unconverted try will put them in the lead. They know they are out of time. Here comes Basilio Nangesa, knocked it forward. So about 3 minutes left. Well, unfortunately for RKS, they decided to take the tap, and Basilio Nangesa knocked it forward. Henry Spring from inside his own 22. Knocks it forward. Still there for RKS. They know they have another chance. Ratu Kandabulevu School. It's a scrum feed to RKS. Ratu Samuela Nraunindalo, the number 8, urging his players as well, and Chovilisi Taraka, the little halfback, probably telling them that this is their last chance, and the replacement players coming in for RKS as well. Ratu Josefa Nakombau. So a new set of forwards, new front row for RKS. Referee just waiting for the replacements to come in. This is their last chance, RKS. Can they pull a trick right on full time? It's 10 points to 6. QVS leading. Here comes Josefa Yavala. Yavala decides to take the defense himself. Chovilisi Taraka is there. So Setariki Dongambula as well. Here's Taraka. But a penalty to QVS, to RKS rather. Quickly taken by the outside center. Josefa Talemay the Kaunrobe. Still there for Taraka. Josefa Dongambula. Here's the skipper. Eparamambara Bilala. Again, the hard-working first five. Josefa Yavala. No mistakes now for RKS. Here's Ratu Dakombau. They've got numbers out wide to the right. But Rusiate Singanilewa decides to go back in field. Still there for RKS. This is their only chance. And coming forward again, William Kurumai. Out it comes for RKS. They need support. And kicking it forward is Tony Koroimbure. Another penalty to RKS. A try will do it for them. 10 points to 6. A try will do it for RKS. Here comes the replacement player. Aporosa Tengiri. Daniel Tamanilevu is there as well. Josefa. There's the hooter. Out it comes for RKS. They need to pass it. Oh, just knocking it forward. Tonasa Bueti. That's it. That's the end of the game. QVS wins the first final of the 2015 Coca Zero Teams. The under 14 grade kicking things off for their under 15, 16 and 17. There's the joy from the youngsters. Their first